Hey there, it is Friday, January 6th, before the big game coming up Monday. If you follow us already, you know we do Georgia football prediction contest at our company, 5Market Realty. We do them for every game. And this year, much like last year, we've got 3 extra games to have contests. So if you're interested in these prediction contests or interested in anything in Athens area real estate, some of the neighboring counties that we also cover like Oconee, Jackson, and Madison, be sure to click subscribe because we do provide real estate news and updates as well. But let's get to the big game. As you see in the background, Georgia won one of the better college football games you'll ever watch. It's Friday, and honestly, I'm having a casual Friday. We've had an interesting week in Athens. A lot of people had to deal with water on Wednesday. Monday was a national holiday because New Year's fell on a Sunday. So it's been a weird work week, and I almost ran out of time to get this video out. So sorry about that. But what a game. I was negative Nancy when they left all that time on the clock. You can ask my wife. I was very much complaining and probably throwing an adult tantrum because I thought for sure that Ohio State was going to come right back down the field. I mean, looking at this game, let's just scroll down. C.J. Stroud, 23 for 34, 348, no interceptions. You tell me that before the game, I'm pretty sure Georgia loses. But then let's look at Stetson Bennett here, who actually had more yardage, 3 touchdowns, and had a pretty good game himself, especially in the fourth quarter. If you remember the video that we did before the game, I actually was kind of hinting at I expected it to be a very close game. Georgia fans don't get arrogant. I'll get into the predictions of who won, but I want to go on record and tell you my prediction was 45-42. I cannot win, but I'm feeling pretty proud of myself for saying 45-42. I guess it would have been a few days before the game. I sent that into our little thing. All right, let's talk about the predictions. We had a lot of people predict this would be the case for a big game like this. Only one person was really, really close, but a lot of people were closer there. I mean, 20 to 15 points might have won it if it weren't for one person. So let's go over a few of them. Joe Fowler had 35-28. Joe won several last year. I don't believe he's won one this year. He participates each week, and he was one of those in that 20 spread range between the actual number. Linda Wright was a little better at 34-30. Then we had Kay Giaquinto. She was at 35-28. Her and her husband, John, one of them actually won earlier this year. Will Beasley, who I believe might have won, had 45-26, which was 18 points apart. Then we had Martin Bruno, who came in at 40-31. For a minute there, I thought, wait a minute, Martin might be the winner. And Cliff Colley came in at 35-24. So I'm sitting there going through, and I got to make sure I check every place because most people submit these through info at 5M Realty. And then I saw one submission posted from Jeb Bradbury in our company that was 49-3. So he did not win, but I like his confidence. And then I found one on Facebook from Joey Edison, who's had 41-37. 41-37 makes him the official winner. Joey lives in Madison, also works in real estate. So we'll be trying to connect with him on Facebook because that's where he made his prediction. Congrats to Joey for making that winning prediction, 41-37. But let's talk about the game coming up now because you're going to be able to basically send in your prediction for the game on Monday. It's Friday now. I'm going to try to get this out before lunch. TCU, really good football team. And I think, I'm the negative Nancy. You probably expect that if you follow these videos. But TCU's in this game for a reason. There's a lot of Georgia fans that are going to feel a little bit like, well, because they beat Michigan and they're not the traditional powerhouse program. I tell you that their quarterback, Max Duggan, our middle child kind of became a fan of TCU as a secondary team during the year watching them. So I've seen a lot of their football. And, Georgia can have their hands full. If they don't jump on this team early and get control of the game, they got a big receiver. The quarterback will absolutely not quit. And they went toe-to-toe with Michigan. And frankly, at times looked like they manhandled them. So you don't get to this game by being too terribly lucky. You got to have you got to have some luck. But if you beat the teams that they have beaten, if you think about it, Oklahoma, Texas, they lost to Kansas State, but they also beat them. They beat a lot of good football teams to get here, and they deserve to be here. So Georgia, the predictions are probably going to be pretty big. I'm going to think people are probably going to put it along the point spread, which I think is 13.5 points. So I will tell you that my prediction now is probably going to – I'll go ahead and give it to you on the front end of this because I'll probably forget to submit it in over the next couple of days. I'm thinking this game is going to be a little closer than the spread. I'm going to call it 42-35. It's going to be inside the spread, 42-35. I hope to be wrong. I would love this game to feel comfortable and know in the third quarter that Georgia's going to repeat as a national champion, which is amazing. But just watching TCU play all year, these kids don't have a lot of quit. Georgia, the last couple of games, seems to be sliding. It's a long season. We're banged up. The team is banged up. So I'm going to call it what I said was that 42-35, 7-point spread. And be sure, info at 5M Realty. You can submit it there. That's the best place. You can also post on Facebook. That's where Joey posted, and that's where we got his prediction. Info at 5mrealty.com, or send it in on Facebook if you see it anywhere on social media. You can also post on YouTube. Have a great weekend. Go Dogs. It will be truly amazing if I can send out another video telling you who won as Georgia repeats as a national champion. Have a great weekend. Go Dogs.